News and events that affect your Stellar and crypto holdings. We have updates from the Federal Reserve, Russia and the Ukraine tension affecting prices, and we also have a cool look at pricing. We're going to look at Bitcoin, Stellar, and gold. Is there a correlation? All right, let's explore. We're going to start it off with big news from the Fed. And as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Federal Reserve officials prohibited from trading stocks, bonds, and cryptocurrencies. Reports emerged last year claiming that numerous Federal Reserve top employees traded stocks. Pelosi, she's not on the Fed, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And let's be honest here, it's both sides of the aisle that people are doing this. Reports emerged last year claiming that numerous Federal Reserve top employees traded stocks, bonds, and real estate securities in 2020, shortly before the central bank employed specific COVID-19 prompted policies that impacted the market. This is the same thing that happened with Congress. Yes, this is everywhere in the government, and I am glad that the Fed is taking action. Let's continue with this. Some policymakers resigned after the revelations, no kidding, but Fed Chair Jerome Powell insisted that the monetary body must enforce new rules on the matter. As such, the Federal Open Market Committee proposed rules in October that would prohibit senior bank officials from engaging with the aforementioned assets. The Fed took it a step further in the latest amendment that came out on Friday. It reads that senior officials will be prohibited from purchasing individual stocks or funds tracing business sectors. They also won't be able to invest in individual bonds, commodities, foreign currencies, other securities, and cryptocurrencies. So does this bring some legitimacy to the Fed or buy them some time from the public scrutiny that they're facing regarding interest rates? The best thing about this is bringing regulation internal to the government. Are there going to be ways they're going to get around it? Yes, but at least they're taking this step forward to regulate themselves. So now we go to Russia and Ukraine affecting crypto prices. Yeah, let's explore. Bitcoin price tumbles as Russia-Ukraine tensions roll the market, and what happens to Bitcoin happens to Stellar. This article goes on to state that unlike previous sell-offs in the past, which were largely influenced by the threat of increased regulation, you know the FUD we're talking about there, right? You got China, India, Russia, all that kind of FUD. But now it says this current Bitcoin dip appears to be geopolitical. Investors are ditching volatile stocks and digital assets such as Bitcoin in favor of more stable assets like gold. And wait till you see the correlation between the price of gold and our favorite cryptocurrencies out there. But before we get to that, I want your thoughts. I am thinking about rebranding the channel with a more crypto themed name, keeping the content just good, maybe broadening it a little bit more crypto, but definitely changing the name, changing the graphics from family, hobby, and cards to something crypto themed. Let me know in the comments below, do you think I should rebrand the channel? All right, let's get to those charts. Charts up on the screen, and wait to see the relationship that happens with gold. This is going to get crazy. All right, so I've got Bitcoin and Stellar both up on the screen. Bitcoin in purple, Stellar in blue, and you can see they both trade very similarly, right? The patterns have looked very identical. Let's also look at just Stellar now in the 1 month right here alone, and let's also look now at gold at the 1 month, all right? Doesn't look too crazy. But now let's go to the whiteboard and let's take a look at this. On February 11th, the Fed announced that they were going to have an emergency meeting. We have Stellar up on the top and gold on the bottom. When the Fed announced that meeting, that instantly sent Stellar in the crypto markets down as a whole. But the same news sent gold up through the roof. A 2% move in gold is like a 30% move in crypto. Gold went up about 2%, and look what's happened since. The tension across the world, more investors are flooding to safe haven items, where in crypto, you're seeing more and more volatility. Look at this chart just that we have here, just what we have on the screen for Stellar. Look at the volatility in price versus what you've seen in gold. Up and down all over for Stellar, where gold is continuing to rise. Why? Because global fears, people want safe haven, and you have interest rate hikes that are right around the corner. And I know you're thinking, wow, that sounds like a lot of bad news, money flowing out of crypto and into gold. Because remember, gold is a massive market. But there's something super important that happened. No one's talking about it, and whoa, does this affect Stellar? Ukraine passes bill to legalize Bitcoin. Finally did it with 270 votes. Ukraine went ahead, so you know this is going to play big into Ukraine's CBDC project that they are doing with Stellar. This is going to tie in massively with MoneyGram, and now crypto adoption big in the Ukraine. So the turmoil in Ukraine can definitely have an impact on the prices, but that law being passed is great news going forward for the country and for Stellar and crypto fans out there. Now, that being said, if you want to learn more about cool Stellar stuff, I would suggest clicking right here. And if you want to learn about NFTs on Stellar, click right here. All right, everyone, take care.